What's going on, everybody? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little dizzy there because, it's the NFC, it's the NFL Pick'em Show, the weekly show here with myself and Dan Connor. Guys, what's going on? Dan, how you doing, brother?
Um, Still in therapy, but I've gotten over week one, and it's on to Arizona. So,
Well, man, I tell you what, I know your bill's going to be pretty damn outrageous because that was an ass kicking last week.
it was more than NASCAR. It was an absolute demolishment.
Well,
Demolishing.
the funny thing is, Dan, we picked every game of the NFL season here week by week, and last week I got to say something, man. I took the Giants. What was I drinking, or what like medication was I on? Because that, Dan, I don't know why, but I don't know what the hell happened, Dan. I really
You
don't.
got me as much as a surprise to me as it was to everybody else. They look
Definitely.
like the Joe Judge Giants there.
Oh my God! Talk about
Yeah,
oh
worse. They looked
wow,
worse actually.
worse than that.
Yeah,
Joe Sullivan checking in. What's going on,
yeah.
Joe? How you doing, brother? Yeah, it was. I tell you what, it was. Man, I
I
don't know.
thought it'd be close. I thought it'd be close, even if they lost. I thought it'd be a lot
I
closer than
thought
that.
it was going to be closer too, Dan. I mean, listen, I'm
So,
not. I believe. I looked at things through my heart, and I looked. We talked about X and O's and the rust factor, and I did not think 40-0. I mean, I took the Giants on my weekly thing here.
mhm.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna change anything and say I did. I didn't do it. But let's recap last week real quick, Dan. We
Mhm.
picked all the games here. Unfortunately, I'm on top this week. I am 12. I won 12 last week. You won 8, so I'm up 4 on you.
Yep.
The major games that we lost, of course, which you're there in therapy still. You're still talking to your counselor about this one.
Bengals,
It's
Browns.
the Giants, Cowboys. Yep, the Bengals and the Browns. We both took the Bengals as well. Let's see, what other games did we totally disagree on? One of the games were the Chargers and Miami game. That was a game, Dan. That was an incredible game.
That was a crazy, crazy, crazy wild football game
That
all the way to
was
the end.
that definitely was. I took the Miami Dolphins there. Talk about an
Yep,
aerial attack. That was just an insane game.
it was
Let's see.
crazy.
Yep, you took the Bears. I took the Packers on that.
Yep.
I think to me that was one of my toss-up games where I just felt like heads or tails, whatever I want to pick there. Lucky I came out on it. The Raiders and the Broncos, close game as well. We disagreed on that one. The other game two other games we disagreed on was the Buccaneers and the Vikings game.
Hmm.
I don't know why I
Yep.
took Baker Mayfield. I don't know why. Maybe his time now. Now I don't think he's going to win this week. Of course,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
know
no
yet.
way
But
the Bucks were beating the Vikings.
yeah, you know what? I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a primetime game. The Vikings play tonight, which we'll get into, of course. And we both took the Redskins. We both took the Jaguars. Both took the Ravens. Both took
Yep.
the Cardinals. I mean, the Falcons. And the other game we lost was the very first game of the season, Dan. The Detroit Lions and the Kansas
Yep.
City Chiefs.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, the Chiefs want to be stupid and call stupid run plays on third and short, but that's Andy Reid. And Andy
Yeah.
Reid
Yeah.
doesn't understand or comprehend the run game.
Mhm. But you
And
know
the
what? The one
Eagle
thing,
fan
Dan,
has told me that. Eagle fans have told me that exact thing when he was
true.
there.
But
He
the
did the
one thing
same thing.
is how much they miss Travis Kelce in that offense, man. You can
Oh
definitely
yeah,
tell.
it's painfully obvious that he is what makes the offense go, and
Yes.
without him, it totally changes the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big
maybe
time.
they just weren't prepared to deal with that. And I also am interested to see because you know Reed is there, but the enemy's not. Now I'm wondering how much it was had to do with some of the play calls situationally.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year I remember them running in those situations, not doing those trick plays, even though they like to do that stuff.
The one thing I can say is there's one player on that team that sucks, and that is Tony.
Yep. And the funny thing is, Kadarius Toney was talking shit about the Giants when they got their ass kicked. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you look worse than any of our wide
Oh
receivers.
my God! I tell
So I
you,
don't want to hear it.
his hands, man. I tell you what, it's like, oh my God, it's like hitting a brick wall when he catches the ball. That's how bad he catches the ball out there. It really does. But
Yeah.
Dan, you ready to get on to week 2 here, man? Listen, I'm
Yep.
up 4 here. We got 18, 17 more weeks to go, so
Yep.
anything can happen here. So I'm up 12-8. But Dan, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this week here. All right,
Yep.
let's talk about this. Well, we start off tonight, with the division team that's 1-0. The Philadelphia Eagles, host the prime time, Mr. I can't play at nighttime, Kirk Cousins here. What do you think, real quick?
Eagles.
You think the Eagles too? Okay.
Vikings are shit in prime time. They're bad
Okay.
in prime time.
Okay. I mean, you know what? How about we go through here real quick? We'll go through the teams here and we'll give a prediction real quick. Give it real quick. I got the Eagles as well. What's your prediction?
Um, 31-14.
Wow, you think it's going to be almost a 3-touchdown game, huh?
A bit, just because the Vikings are so bad in prime time.
Wow,
All the time, man.
Yeah, but you know what, Justin? Listen, that secondary is depleted. You know what I mean for the Eagles tonight. So
True.
So I'm thinking Justin Jefferson is going to have a great day as well. And there's a guy named by Addison too that they have too, I believe. Don't they have Addison too? So why not? I mean, the running game's not there. Madison, I don't believe, is a running back guy, but I think the Eagles secondary is going to be a little bit on their toes tonight. So, I mean, in a bad way, actually. I think they will win, but I think it's going to be really close. I'm going to go 31-27 Eagles tonight, Dan.
All right.
Definitely. Let's see. We got a couple comments. We'll get to the comments here real quick as they come in. Giant says beat down Arizona this week, which we'll get into. Which we will definitely get into. I can see that. Sure, he has the Detroit and Giants in a parlay this week. We'll talk about that Detroit game in a little bit. There, Detroit looked hella good last week. I tell you that. That's the game I lost. I took the Seahawks on that. The Steelers last week. What a moron! I did have Cleveland and Miami though. Joe, what were you thinking about that Steelers game? Steelers and Niners. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of my friends actually like this is the year for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I was like, I don't know about the Niners here, brother.
The Niners looked really, really, really good.
There's my little brother Dave Yarnell checking in. What's going on, Dave? Let's see. Dave actually took. Dave took the Vikings tonight, didn't he? On last night's show, I think he was a lone wolf last night, wasn't he, Dan?
Maybe yes. I think
he was a lone wolf. Exactly, I think he was. Eileen said I got 8 right last week, so you're hanging tied with Dan right there. 8. Dan got 8. I got 12. So you're in there. Keep tally of what you guys doing. I see this. Travis Kelce is hitting Taylor Swift. He's chilling. That's funny. Did you see that? I see that little thing I put in the group chat tonight, Dan, where Chris Jones. I don't know where I found it at. He said the only reason I came back was Travis Kelce got me front row VIP passes to Taylor Swift concert. That's the only reason he came back. But man, what a lucky dude, man. What a lucky it is to be a great football player, Tony got trolled by the Giants after drops. He deleted his Twitter, then got back on and trolled Giants fans after lost and deleted again. I mean, come on, dude. Like, really? Come on, Tony.
Such an a-hole. Now you can see why they got rid of him.
Well, they might just get rid of him again because after that game, like, you know what, he looked at the number 1 option. He looked like the number 10 option on the field last week.
That dude's horrible.
Joe says he's a little nervous, brothers. But I'm assuming tonight's game. I mean, it can go either way. I mean, the way they look, the Eagles have a lot to work on from last week. They definitely do. They definitely do. And Zane says the Giants scored a point yet, asking for a friend. Dan,
they have not scored a point yet.
Not even on, you know what the funny thing is? Not even on a damn charity, not even on a charity drive on the fourth quarter, they couldn't even score, Dan.
Nope, they couldn't even. Gano missed a field goal, easy chip shot for him. Like that never happened.
We talked about it when things go your way. When things go your way, the ball bounced every direction in the Cowboys' favor, no matter what it was from from play one, basically.
Well, that interception return could have been prevented. The other interception could have been prevented. You got 14 points just off of that, and then another 7 off of the block field. That's 21 points that the Giants could have totally avoided giving up.
I mean, they always say, football is a 3-dimensional game. You got offensive, defense, and special teams. But I tell you what, it was all, clicking on Dallas's point. But the point is, too, the ball bounced the right way in a lot of different aspects for the Cowboys.
That's just the way it goes.
Yep. But let's get back into it, Dan. Okay, we both took the Eagles here. Let's go game 2. Buccaneers. Now, I rode with them last week. You took the Bears last week. What are we going this way? Where are we going this way?
I'm taking the Bears.
You're going the Bears. I'm going to disagree here. I'm going Buccaneers. I'm going to ride on the Baker Mayfield wagon here. I think something's going on down there. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think they can both score because it's one-sided with the Bears.
Either team can't score a lot. I think that
exactly.
They both have weapons, but the quarterback, Mayfield, I think, has more experience, and Fields is less experienced. So I guess Mayfield has a little bit of an edge because he's had a couple of successful seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Bears will end up winning the game. I think they'll both score under 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just as Phillies has 2 stars out, which we talked about in the beginning of the show here. What do you guys think about Fields? He looked like shit. I agree. That's why I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield. I'm going to go with the veteran here. At least he can throw the ball downfield. He's not afraid to do it. He turns it over. Oh, well. He's like, I don't give a damn. Justin Fields, To me, he looks like he's scared to throw the ball. He's going to run with
Yep.
his legs. If he's going to beat you, make him take his weight with his legs and make him beat you to the air. I'm going to go with Buccaneers. I think it's close. I got a 21-17 game, Buccaneers.
I think it's going to be like
3-0.
17-14 Bears.
Okay. All right. So we disagree on that one. So, okay. We'll do the final prediction at the very end. We'll have an overlay for that. Wow. 0-1 Bengals versus the 1-0 Baltimore Ravens. Dan, we both took Bengals last week. Do they jump? Did they bounce
I
back
think
here?
the Bengals have a better game in rebound. I think they looked bad week 1, but I think they'll play much better. I think they'll bounce back.
You think Joe Burrows is hurt? He did not move around very well.
I haven't heard he has an injury as far as I know.
I mean, watching him last year when he was healthy, at least he didn't run the ball tremendously well, of course, but he got out of that pocket pretty good a couple times and, looked downfield. But this game, he was like a standing duck in that backfield.
But maybe it's just like the
Week
way the way the teams don't play a lot in the preseason at all. They're not physically ready. I think some of these teams for week 1, and they, as a couple weeks go by, they finally get in the groove and finally get in the football shape they need to be. Practice is not enough these days.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you look a little bit hurt.
The Bengals didn't play at all in the
Very
I
true.
just think it matters. I think some teams come out week 1 looking like total shit, regardless how good they are.
I think it says Burrow was helped in training camp, but this happened to him last year. Yeah, he's been injured, going into the preseason and coming into the regular season. But week 1, I don't know. I just watched the game a little bit, watching it again, and it seemed like
bad.
It can't be that bad. I mean, he was in practice running, but I think it's more vanilla, going into week 1.
Maybe.
And with the rust, I don't know. Week 1 is very hard to predict. It really is.
It's tough.
It definitely is.
But I think the Bengals will bounce back in this game.
Last year he had the appendectomy, which was terrible week 1. He came back really fast from that too. Then he had the calf injury. He's injury prone.
It's quite interesting. It's terrible week 1, then good the rest of the season.
Exactly, that's the thing. So you can't knock them out. I mean, they're still top 3 team in AFC. They're
Absolutely not.
No way. No way. I'm putting them out there. But you're going with the Bengals. You're bouncing back with the Bengals, right?
I think the Bengals will have a bounce back game.
I forgot who I took because I looked at my overlay real quick and I forgot who I took. I believe for some reason I took the Ravens, but I don't know. I don't remember who I actually picked when we were talking back and forth. But I'm going to go with the Ravens here, but I think I did take the Bengals though. But whatever I have on my overlay, I will ride with. All right. Jordan Love. My God, who is this guy? The second coming of Aaron Rodgers last week? What the hell here, Dan? Against the Falcons.
Really good. I think the Packers win this game.
You think the Packers win? Okay, I do too. Yep. I'm going with the Packers as well. I think Jordan Love showed me a little bit. I mean, way to get a monkey off your back in week 1. You know what I mean? To play the way he did.
Yeah, you shouldn't really ask for more if you're a Packers fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what you wanted to see.
And the crazy thing is,
they don't have a bad roster either.
And the crazy thing, their best wide receiver didn't even play last week. Christian Watson didn't even play last week either. That's something.
I don't know. I think the Packers just look good. Mm-hmm. I think the Falcons are improved. Bijan Robinson looked really good. But I think the Packers are better than the Falcons are.
But you know what my question to you real quick, where is Kyle Pitts at? I mean, this guy was, touted the best thing since sliced bread at Gronk, a hybrid Jason Kelce type end. Where has he been? Where is Kyle Pitts at?
Oh, it's only week 1, but I think he needs to be an integral part of the offense. With him being a Robinson, I think that's a good combo right there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I think the Packers are just a much better team roster-wise.
Their defense is solid, too. Always top 5
much better than the Falcons.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the tight end. I mean, being not a rookie quarterback in Ritter, but you look at the tight end. Tight end's always your best friend. He's your check down guy. He's your yard mover, stick mover. They don't even look for Kyle Pitts right now, but I'm going to go Packers here as well. I don't think it's a blowout. I'm probably going to say like a 24-13 game, Packers.
Yeah.
Here. Okay.
10 points or something.
Now, this one here, Dan, we talked about this. When we did the picks, this to me is a toss-up. I don't know which way to go here. I really don't.
It is a toss-up. I'm like, all right, Texans or Colts. I'm going to say the Colts because they've been in the playoffs a couple of years ago. The Texans haven't been a good team in a long time. So,
well, this is one where I just gotta flip a coin real quick.
Yeah, it's a toss-up game.
Right. I got the Colts. I'm going Colts.
I
Colts.
don't know who to pick, but I'm gonna pick the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going the Colts. I have no reason why, just
Like
because the coin said so.
21-14 or something. It's not gonna be very high scoring in my opinion.
I think I'm gonna go to Colts here, not even because the coin said so. I think I'm just gonna, since Richardson is playing, I think he looked okay. He did manage the game last week, and I think he can beat you with his legs. So I'm going to go, with the Colts here,
Yep.
going with Richardson. So I'm going to go there. Now, this game to me is a really good game, Dan. This next one here. Kansas City Chiefs 0-1, surprisingly, versus the Jaguars, who pulled away in the fourth quarter, the last, 8 minutes of the game. They pulled away.
Yep.
But what do you got this one? Do the Chiefs bounce back? I mean, Kelsey's back.
I think the Chiefs bounce back. If they have Kelsey back, their offense should look like it normally does, I think.
Okay.
See why not.
And the other thing, too, is Chris Jones is coming back on defense as well.
That's also huge.
That's huge.
The Jags are well coached. They're a talented team. But I think the Chiefs will play a better game. I think with Kelsey back, with your best defensive player back, that makes a gigantic difference.
All right, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go Chiefs here, but I think it's going to be pretty damn close. I think Jacksonville can score. I mean, one of my wide receivers. He got me almost 35 points last week. Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, really play well for them.
Yes, so I think it's a close game. I think it's not. I think it's going to be a little high scoring because the Chiefs can give up points. The Jags can give up points.
31-24 Chiefs.
Really? Okay, I'm going to go 34-29 for this game here, and I'm going to go the Chiefs in the late. Mahomes is going to get the ball and drive down and get that last TD. I think it's going to be closer than people think. So we're both on the Chiefs wagon here. Now, the Chargers, which killed you last week. I took the Dolphins.
Next game, I didn't know who to pick.
Really? You think it's that close between the Chargers and the Titans?
I picked the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers too.
Chargers will score like 35 on them, I think. I think the Chargers are really good. The Titans, I don't know about them. I just don't know. They've been good in the past, and Tannehill, I just don't trust them. And I thought the Chargers looked pretty good last week.
To me, yeah, I agree. I mean, watching the Chargers, I hate their OC. Kellen Moore went there, and I tell you what, the way he called the game last week,
actually did pretty good.
They lost the game. But I tell you what, he put players in positions to throw the ball downfield and make plays. And Austin Eckler, I mean, man,
Eckler's good. He can run for power and run out of the backfield.
He got him in space, and on that little screen pass that he had, went for 40. Man, I tell you what, that's something I was like, as a Cowboy fan, I'm like, where the hell was this at when you were here?
Yeah,
he barely ran screens, and now he gets out there and he's got a great running back in Eckler, but we had a great one in Pollard and Zeke too.
Yep, if you can run screens effectively, they're deadly, man. They kill you.
And the crazy thing is, he called him at the right time, Dan. The right time.
Well, it's all about situational.
Well, situational with Kellen Moore, he never showed situational football with the damn Dallas Cowboys. I'll tell you that. It was untiming bad calls is what he had for us. But all right, so we're both going Chargers here now. Raiders, Bills.
Then the Bills will bounce back also.
No belief in the Raiders here, huh?
It's not that I don't believe in them, but the Bills are the better team, and they're going to be motivated to win. They're going to be motivated to play better, I think.
I think so, too.
I took the Bills.
I did, too. Going back home to, Bills Mafia up there. They know how to party up there. So, especially coming off a loss to Mr. Zach Wilson, I think they come out and make a statement here. And I don't think Josh Allen's going to throw 2-3 picks this week. I think he's going to throw for 3 TDs this week.
No, he'll do that in the playoffs.
He only does in the playoffs?
Something like that.
You think it's a blowout? I looked at this line, and the Bills are minus 6.5 right now. 6.5 right now. With
maybe, but I think it'll be closer than people think.
Okay.
I'm going to say 35-20.
35-20. Okay, I'm going to stay in the right area. I'm going to probably go 35-24 Bills as well. Now let's talk about this game here. I like this game here. The Lions are surprising me.
Man.
And the Seahawks.
I picked the Lions.
Man, Seahawks killed me last week, Dan. They really did. I mean, God. Dan, when you hold a team with that kind of weapons to 69 yards in the second half, that surprised the hell out of me.
I think the Rams are better than people think they are. If they are healthy.
Yeah, if they're healthy,
they're a better team than people think they are. That's all I'm saying. I just thought the Rams would win that game last weekend. They kicked their ass.
So you're going with the Lions here, right?
I'm going with the Lions, yes.
Man, you know what? I'm going to go against you here. I'm going to go Seahawks. I think they bounce back, but, man, this is going to be one hell of a...
The Lions' offense looked really solid. I know that, and it's in Detroit. It's not
It is.
Seattle.
And did you see that thing where Gardner Johnson, put a tweet out? Did you see what I put in the group chat?
Something like I only glanced at.
He's asking every fan that comes to the game as a Detroit fan to wear a blue ski mask because he wants to know where the
Oh,
villains, where the thugs. So everybody, like, dude, that's
recently
go.
I was like, "What the hell is this blue ski mask?" I just recently just glanced
Yeah,
over it.
I looked at it when I was seeing it on
I was
Twitter. And
like,
I was like,
"What
what
the
is
hell?"
this? I was like, I'm gonna wear a blue ski mask. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, really, what if I want a hot dog? You know what I mean? I'm not taking that
Weirdo.
shit off. He's crazy, but I'm gonna go Seahawks here. I think they bounce back. You can't hold Metcalf. You can't hold them
Oh,
all down. You can't hold the Jigba
I
stick
agree
down.
with that. I agree there, but
They're too
they have
talented. They're
talented
too
offense.
talented. They're too talented. I'm gonna go Seahawks here. Now, since we talked about the Seahawks getting upset by the Rams last week, let's go Rams and Niners this week, Dan. This could be a good NFC West matchup. What do you think?
I'm gonna go 49ers.
I agree too. Well, you just talked all that positive about the Rams, Dan. Now you're going to say no.
But the 49ers look like they look like they're in mid-season form last week. Like they look
I
really
agree.
good in
I
all
agree.
phases of the game.
I agree.
Like,
So there's your partner checking. He says, after last week, my hopes for the season are diminished.
oh, get the heck out of here! Come on.
But you know what the best thing is?
But I
You know
get
what?
it. I get what he's saying.
But you know what the best thing about that his comment is? I'm just going to reverse that. You know what? You know what that comment? The best thing possible about that? All you got to do is just go get a Zeke jersey and wear that for me, and you'll feel just as great as you going into the season, Evan. I'm telling you right now, you'll feel better, brother. You will feel better.
Oh
You know,
man.
just do as Zeke does. Just get the jersey on and start doing this. Okay, you'll be okay, Evan. You'll be okay. I
Well, I
promise you.
think this 49 Rams game will be close, but I think the 49ers will win.
I think they will, but I think it's going to be a blowout, Dan. I think the Niners is just too damn strong. And I think the Rams
I
Nation
agree.
is
They're very, very good.
they come back down to reality, Dan. I really do. I think last week, we talked about it last week when we talked about the Rams being injury prone. I think it was 16 guys on the 22 roster, starting
Yep.
roster that hit the IR or the list, inactive list once or twice
Yeah.
during the season.
Mhm.
But I think they come back down to reality. I really do. I really do. Eileen says the next bet you guys should make one of those. No, if we're doing tattoos, we're getting real. Okay, we're going to get a real tattoo if we do a bet. For those of the viewers out there that don't know, Evan's the host of the Big Blue Power Hour on Monday nights at 8:30, which you guys will be switching times pretty soon due to
Yep.
Monday Night Football.
Yep.
But last year, Evan and I made a bet. It was pretty much a lopsided bet, Dan. I think you agree on this one, where Danny Jones had to
Yeah.
get 35 touchdowns, rushing or passing for the whole season. I think the son of a bitch barely broke 20.
Yeah,
So
22
20. Well, there you go. He was over 20, so I guess that's good in some
Total.
natures total. But yeah, 13 off the mark there. But anyway,
Yeah,
But-
I'd say so.
Evan had to put on, I had made a jersey that I put on Evan, with the cowboy hat on there, the Jessica Simpson look with the pink and everything. But this year we decided to do a one bet. Evan lost, so if I lost, I had to go out and buy Danny Jones jersey. If Evan lost, he had to pick a jersey of my choice, and my picking was the Zeke Elliott jersey. So he has to don that as soon as he gets it. He will be rocking that on the Big Blue Power Hour for at least one episode, and I get to come on there for 5 minutes and to say hi. How you doing? Look great. But tattoos, may want to make it fun. We want to make it something that's interesting. He's a man of his word. I'm a man of my word, and I appreciate him actually doing that. So can't wait to see that show. My God, can't wait, Evan. Can't wait. But let's get into it now. Let's talk about a team that since we're talking about shit in the bed here, let's talk about these Giants. Okay, do they rebound against the Arizona Cardinals, Dan?
I
Talk
think
to
they
me.
will rebound against the Cardinals, yes. I have no idea what the score is going to be, but I think they'll rebound and win the game.
Dan, when you mean bounce
I
back
hope
and
they kick their ass.
okay,
to
when
be
you
honest.
here, Dan, listen, when you 40-0, okay, and you talk about rebound, what are we talking about? Maybe scoring a point here, or is this going to be a game that's
No,
going to be one-sided?
scoring 24, 30 points at least.
Wow,
Over 20.
wow, okay.
They don't score over 20. They're not going to win the game, in my opinion.
I agree. Dave says, "Hey, Hunter just sprayed me with the hose. I'm a little soaked. Well, go catch his ass, Dave. Go spray him back, man. All right. Don't let those little kids take advantage of you, brother. But I think if they score 20, they'll be okay. I think the Cardinals can score. Give Dobbs a little bit of time. He can pick you a little bit. He can play a little ball.
So it's all going to depend on obviously the trenches, the front, offensive line, defensive line. They're going to pressure.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to protect Jones. But we'll see what. But I think they'll bounce back and win, be 1-1.
But the one person that scares me for the Arizona Cardinals, which you guys gave up a lot. I mean, it didn't have to be a lot. It could have been a lot more. Was the
Mhm.
running game, and they have James Conner, a solid, strong back too.
Yeah,
They can hit the holes too. So that's something. If that D line shores that up, I think they're okay. The wide receivers don't scare me as much. They really don't. They
not
don't scare me.
necessarily. No.
So I mean, I think this is where just like Dallas did last week. I don't think they're going to take the shots. Dobbs doesn't take shots downfield as much. I think they do what Dallas did last week. They bring the safeties up to the box, and you're playing an 8-man front. That's what I think they're going to do this week. I think the Giants bounce back. I think this is a rebound game. I'm going to go. Man, I think it's going to be a lot of heavy dose of offensive potential here.
I think Barkley's going to get the ball a lot this game.
Okay, I'm going to go 31-17 Giants here. I think they're rebounding. Hit that 500 mark.
Now, I'm going to go 28-20 Giants.
28-20. Okay. Now this game probably could have been my game of the week next week, Dan. This really could have been if Mr. Rogers,
could end up being a good game still because both defenses are legit.
That's the thing, Dan. I mean,
they're both really good, man.
That's what I mean. You're looking at probably one of the top three, if not the best in the AFC, and probably right now a lot of people calling it the best in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. But Dan, man, this could be a defense. Who scores first or who gets the ball last, man?
Well, honestly. That's what I'm saying. And like the Cowboys' offense, they better have a good game plan for that defense. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they will, but they better have a good game plan. I think it's going to be more low scoring than people think.
I agree.
Both these teams are not going to average. They're going to average over 20 points a game, giving up on defense all year. I think.
I didn't take Spanish. Is that Spanish? What she's saying? Hola.
Holla.
Oh, I thought she said hola. Damn, I was like, damn, I missed Spanish class when I was in high school. That's Stacy. You can check her out, guys. Right after this show at 7 p.m., we're going to have an NFC East all roundtable show. Four shows. I'm sorry, not 4 shows. 4 teams, 4 hosts, 1 show, and a whole bunch of trash talking. So you can check Stacy out. Holla at Stacy at 7 p.m. if you're a Giants fan. She's going to be the Giants representative. So check that out at 7 p.m. right after this show, of course. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. I really do. A lot of people say, Zach Wilson. Look, when you have a defense, all you got to do is manage the game, move the sticks, and control the ball. That's something they can do. You got to remember, what's the best thing to do when you have a solid defense and a quarterback that really don't throw? Run the damn ball.
And the Jets can run the ball. And Dallas can run the ball.
Yeah, exactly. You got Dalvin Cook and you got Breece Hall. Like it could be either way, Dan. But I'm going to lead toward my Cowboys here.
I picked Dallas. I think Dallas is going to win the game, but I think it'll be close. I think it'll be 7 points or less.
Now, Dan, she said hello in Spanish. She didn't say holler. Okay.
Holla.
See, I said hola. Hola, see? Hola. Jeez, she says. Jeez. Okay. All right. Well, I was missing during Spanish class, So I don't know what the hell happened back then. And Stacey should know. We went to school together, so But I'm going to go my Cowboys. I took the Giants last week. God, I don't know why I did that. Oh man, I think that I don't know, Dan. I for some reason I think I should take the Jets this week just to be on the same platform there. So the Dallas Cowboys prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm going Cowboys. We both go Cowboys here. Is that what you're taking? Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Let's go move on to our division still, the NFC East here. The Commanders 1-0 versus the Sean Payton Denver Broncos, who got beat last week against the Raiders. What are you going with this one here?
Commanders.
You're going Commanders. Okay, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think Sean Payton goes 2-0. I seen a little glimpse of Russell Wilson last week leaving the pocket, looking good. I think they take over what they did last week being negative, turn into a positive. I'm going Broncos, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, 21-16 Broncos.
I'm going to do the opposite, 21-13 Commanders.
Okay, so you got a low-scoring as well.
Yep.
Okay, all right. This game here, probably one of the AFC's top 3 defenses versus the best aerial attack in a Miami Dolphins. Something's got to give, Dan. Something has to give here. Which way are we going?
Miami.
You going Miami? Okay, I am too.
Yep.
I don't think you can't tackle what you can't catch.
They got a lot of firepower, man.
Tell me about it.
They are tough.
I'll tell you one thing, Dan. Watching that game, I did watch it live a little bit, but I tell you what, watching the replay of that game, you know how they do like the
prediction.
I know. I see that. I'll put that up a second.
He's a Patriots fan too.
Is he? Wow. When you watch a game in like a 5-minute version of the whole game, and all you see is Tyreek Hill flying down the field. Okay, Just about
And,
every play, even
and
on
they got
plays they don't.
Waddle, and they're
Talk to
ridiculously
me.
good,
Oh
man.
my god! And I don't think it's going to be this bad. Insane says
I don't think it'll be
52-14.
like that.
But it could, Dan. It could
Be
turn
two
into a track
touchdowns
meet
at
like that.
least, though. I think
I agree. I think it's going to be. They put up 45 last week. And
38-13.
Wow, you think Belichick's going to give up that many points?
35-14. I think. I don't know. I think the Dolphins are pretty good, and I don't know. I
But
think
the crazy thing is, Belichick
Miami's gonna score a lot of points.
he always takes away your best offensive player. But the thing is, if you take away Tyreek Hill, my God, you still got Waddle on the outside.
Yeah, Tariq Hill, you could try and cover, but
You can't
sometimes you
take him
get the
away.
ball,
You
he
can't
just
take him away.
takes off. He'll get his yards, and he looks even better than he was with the Chiefs. Tariq Hill, like
Somebody was telling
like
me today. We were talking today. He was like, "Is he that fast?" I was like, he was on a 4x100 pro team.
he is that fast.
He's
Yes,
that fast where he can run almost a 10 flat. A subpar 9. This is where
yeah.
he's at. That's how
He's
fast he is.
extremely
And
fast.
just imagine, you're in the locker room, Dan. We'll get to the comments above it real quick. But just imagine if you're in the locker room, for the Patriots, and Bill Belichick says, "Guys, just keep him in front of you." Like, you want to turn around and say, "How the hell am I going to do that?"
You're not
Coach.
gonna play man. You gotta play
Seriously.
off him a little bit because he's so good.
He is. There's Bubba checking in. Bubba says, right on time. You guys are talking about the Pats. Exactly. See, that's why your ears were ringing. But Bubba, what do you think about this game, man? Give me a score. I mean, I got a couple blowouts here. We got a 52-14. Dan's got a 35-14. I have it 35-23. I think it's a little bit close. I think there's a little charity in the end. But give me yours. Oh, wait, we can score. Here we go. Bubba says 30-24 Miami. Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, one possession game. Okay,
I can see that. I mean,
I can see that happening.
but can the Pats score? Well, the Miami Dolphins do give up a lot of points too. But the Chargers had a great offense last week, so that's a little bit different from what the Patriots had. But
totally different.
We'll see.
This next game, I had no idea who picked, but the Patriots, I think Miami's just a better team right now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with this one here. The Patriots could have won last week. They could have. They started out bad, being 16-0 in the hole in the first quarter.
Yep.
That's a huge climb right there, especially against the Eagles. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But Saints Panthers, Dan.
I had no idea who to pick in this game.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. You're going Saints now? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Saints as well. I thought you picked the Panthers, though.
I did, but I don't know who's going to win this game.
All right.
Carr's on the Saints, but
all right.
I don't know who's going to win the game.
All right. So you going with Saints?
Yeah.
All right. Remind me to change that one. Because you went Panthers earlier. Okay. I went the Saints. All right. I'm going Saints as well. I like Derek Carr, man. For some reason, I'm going to go
more
once
experienced
again.
quarterback.
Exactly. I'm going to go experienced quarterback here and a better defense too. So I think the Panthers have a rebuilding time, but I can't go with a rookie over consider him to an elite quarterback like Derek Carr in that way. Yep. Now this one here, Browns Steelers. Okay. Browns killed us last week, with the Bengals. So you're going Browns over the Steelers this week, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think the Steelers look good at all. Even though it's week 1, I don't think they look good at all. They look totally outmatched.
I agree.
And the Browns are not the worst football team. They can run the ball. They got some weapons. Their defense, their pass rush is good. I think they'll beat the Steelers.
I agree with you 100% on this one here. The only way I would ever take the Steelers over the Browns if it's week 17 and the Steelers were below 500 one game out. I think I would take the Steelers. That's the only reason why I would ever take the Steelers over the Browns.
It always play better when they're like under 500.
Right, because you know what? When was the last time they had a losing season? They haven't had one in so many years.
You remember they haven't had one, I think.
Under Mike Tomlin, exactly. None.
Under Mike Tomlin, they almost made the playoffs like a couple of years ago, remember?
Mm-hmm.
They almost snuck in. They were like way out, and they missed it by like a half a game.
Right, and that's the only reason I would only take Pittsburgh in that regard today. I'm sorry, Browns. Browns are going to win this game. I'm sorry, Steeler fans, actually. Browns are going to win this game. I agree. All right, Dan, so we already got them. Now, here's our overlay of what we have for this week. Okay, let's go over this week here. Game 1, we both take the Eagles convincingly. I think it's going to be a little bit closer, but we got them. Game 2, Bears, Buccaneers. You had the Bears. I had the Buccaneers. I'm still riding with Baker Mayfield. Game 3, Ravens, Bengals. I did take the Bengals. I thought Packers, I took the Ravens on that. So we're going there. Yep, we both agree on the Packers. We both agree on the Colts. We both agree on the Chiefs. We both agree on the Chargers. We both agree on the Bills. We disagree once again. I'm still going back to the Seattle Seahawks. Screwed me once, you screwed me again. We're done. Okay. But I'm going Seahawks. You're going Lions. We both agree on the Lions. God, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you with the Giants here, man. But I'm going with the Giants. We both agree with the Cowboys. We are split on the Commanders Broncos game. We're split there. Okay. All right. So then we move on to the Patriots Dolphins. We both agree there. The one thing that you did change where you're going to the Saints versus Rams. Remind me to change that for our next week's overlay.
And we both agree. Yeah,
you did. You did.
I think about it.
You did. All right. So we got to switch that one over. So let's see. We disagree on 1, 2. We only disagree on 2 games. Wait, how is it 4? Where's it 4?
Oh, 3.
3 games.
No.
Only
1,
3.
2, 3. Yes.
3 games to disagree. Okay, I'm up 12-8, so you can't really make up any ground on me this week. So
something crazy gonna have to happen.
If I get a big lead on week 17, I'm just gonna let you pick first, and I'm just gonna agree on everything you pick on.
I need the Lions to win, the Bears to win, and the Commanders to win.
Definitely. So if you're out there, guys, please, if you're checking out our Twitter, our Facebook, YouTube page, let us know on Twitter. Let us know your comments. Who do you think's going to win? We would like to do a pick of the week for a guest out there, just to see if you guys can have more picks than them. Let's see. We have one comment here. Paul the man, Danny is the hater. Wow. What's he talking about there?
Hater of who?
Adam, what are you talking about? We both picked the Eagles. I hate the Eagles. We both picked the Eagles.
Yeah, I hate the freaking Eagles. I picked them.
I
hate Dallas, and I picked them.
Well, I'm probably the biggest Dallas Cowboy fan and I'll tell you what, I picked the Giants last week, and look what happened to me, But, Dan, before we get out of here, man, we got a couple sponsors we need to talk about really quick before we get out of here. Of course, Dan, you want to talk about this one for me?
Dugout mugs. The ultimate game day mug for any baseball fan. You can get any team you want on it, and you get custom logos on it. Of another baseball team, a minor league team, or something like that. So use promo code OTB Sports 20 at the checkout at dugoutmugs.com to get 20% off your order. Once again, get your dugout mug today for any baseball fan.
Definitely. If you need any injury attorney or any kind of advice out there, please reach out to Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. Reach him directly at 1-800-HURT-123. Motor vehicles, slip and fall, workman comp, personal injury claims. 3 convenient office locations throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Cherry Hill, and the newest location in beautiful Pittsburgh, my neck of the woods here. You don't get transferred to that number there. You can call, bounce to me, and I can take care of you, give you a free obligation, no charge at all. We take care of everything. Motor vehicles, slip and fall, workman comps, injury claims, and tell them out of the box sent you, of course. And last but not least, it's a late game tonight, 8:30, probably not good to end about 11:30 there. When you want to wake up in the morning time, you drink coffee, reach out to monkeycoldcoffee.com. We have promo code OOTB Sports at the checkout there. 3 great flavors: bourbon chocolate chip, toasted almond rum, and the newest blend, Samaritan blend. They have swag, they have cups, t-shirts, cold diffusers, anything that you want, they have. It's a great product. I drink it as well. A lot of people ask me, do you really drink it? Yes, I actually drink it. I just ordered another damn bag right here. Monkey Cold Coffee. Nice. It's so good. This bourbon chocolate chip, I am so amazed by it. It's so good. So good. Real quick, here's a comment real quick before we get out of here. Did you guys talk about Aaron Rodgers already? Yeah, it's a damn shame. It really is. It's
Sucks
a shame.
For the Jets.
I know Eileen's a huge, Jets fan. We talked about it, off air here, texting back and forth. And I tell you, I feel for Jets fans. And the one thing that really hurt me was seeing Fireman Ed, how pumped up he is for that game, Dan, pumping up the crowd. And then when he went down, they showed a glimpse of him. And it just looked like, remember back in the day where he put on that little trash bag, that little brown bag? That's something he was actually looking for. Like, does anybody have one where the Jets are back to where we were before? But I feel bad for him. I really do. But Dan, do you think he bounces back at his age?
I think he's going to try.
Listen, his tweet said it was a dark day in New York. New
Will
Jets,
he?
Jets here.
I don't know, but I think he's sure as hell try.
I think he will too. I think he will too. I think he will. The reason why Adam said you're the hater is because Danny picked Seattle too.
No, he didn't.
Wait a minute. Did you pick Seattle to win the NFC?
I don't know when. Why? Because we're making Super Bowl predictions like before week 1?
Oh, it was week 4, week 1. Okay.
Yeah, I think we were just talking about it. Like, and someone else, who who are your Super Bowl predictions? I'm like, I don't know. I guess this team.
Okay, all right,
I don't know.
all right. Well, as long as it ain't the damn Eagles, I'll tell you that. That's all I care
Yeah.
about. Bubba says on the bright side they won. You're right, they did win.
Yes,
I
I
mean,
did.
but you know what? You better say thank you to Garrett Wilson because he made that catch in the end zone. Which, man, Zach Wilson should go out and buy him whatever he wants after that catch. Seriously, I mean,
And then that return by that undrafted
oh
rookie.
God, Gibson, Xavier Gibson, yeah, insane, right? I mean, Eileen says yes, he will. You know, Eileen's a diehard Jets fan, so I believe he will, of course. But man, Dan, you know when you kick a ball, you think of this rookie guy, Xavier Gibson. You kick him the ball, he just pulled a Sean Jackson out of the bag on you. You know what I mean? He really did. But
Yep. The old
I don't
rookie
know.
suit.
Big
So-
time, yeah. It was one block, and the kicker had a chance, but it was a convoy. You ain't catching him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, Dan, hey, it's week 2 here, man. We do this for fun. You know, if you're out there, Dan, is there one lock of the week that you have? What if you had $1 left in your pocket and you had to turn it into $2 to get a double cheeseburger? Where are you going with that guaranteed pick this week?
Falcon. Packers.
You got the Packers, guaranteed Packers, huh?
Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna beat them.
All right, my guarantee of the week is going to be the Cleveland Browns -3 over the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. Money line or bet. Take the Browns. I think this is going to be an all-out Steelers. We're showing you suck again. Sorry, 814. Wow. Adam says Dallas -8. You know what? I will take the Jets +8. I will take the Jets +8 on that.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a lot closer, Adam. I really do. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but
defenses are it's one of the best defenses Dallas is going to face all year.
yeah, and then,
Without a doubt.
I mean, the offensive line Becton has a little issues for the Jets. I mean, you know, with that
They
offensive
could
line,
do something to help them out. Maybe use a tight end, bring someone over,
Yeah,
a motion,
I think they will chip a lot. I think they will
wing
chip a lot on
tackle.
that
You
end.
could do their ways. That's what they might do with Neal. Might
I
have
agree.
Bellinger help him
Mm-hmm.
if he's struggling so much. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I will
Maybe.
stay away from that though, Adam. I will take the Jets +8. I think it's going to be
I'll
probably.
take Jets +8 all day.
I will
in that
too,
game.
and I will definitely take the Jets
Absolutely.
+8 on that one. But
Yep.
guys, right before this show here, let me show you our schedule real quick. We do have a show coming up right after this one. Dan, what dates are you going to be changing your Let's Go a Big Blue Power Hour? What date are you thinking about with that one?
I like to do during the day
Okay.
at some point, like
Well, that's why we always
earlier
say.
in the day.
That's why we
But
always
we'll
stay
figure it out.
tuned. Yep, that's why we always say stay tuned to our our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter page, so we know for coming attractions when our show times are changing. As we do have, excuse me, the Silver and Black layer coming on a little bit earlier tomorrow night. As Ken's camping this week. Joystick Junkies 4:30, Solely Squad 6 p.m. Tuesdays 6:30, Commanders Gridiron. Extra innings 8:30. Wednesdays loaded the Bat Cave. Fuji's Philly Flair will be back in 2 weeks. 8:05. College Football Frenzy, of course, prime time, 9:30, so 215 boys. Right after this show, in about 15 minutes here, we'll be having the NFC East War Room, East table there. 4 teams, 4 hosts, 1 show. What else could happen in that? You never even know. Friday nights, of course, you have the Atomic Drop podcast. Saturday morning, for your Irish fans out there, myself will be doing the Golden Dome podcast. Getting you ready for this week against the Central Michigan Chippewas. Going 3-0 this week there. And, of course, the Silver and Black layer with Ken Fry, of course, with the Raiders and LA Kings action. And once a month, we'll be having the old school show. The next show has already been talked about. It is going to be the NFC rivalry between the San Francisco 49ers and, of course, the Dallas Cowboys. So stay tuned to that. We'll let you know exactly when that comes out. So, Dan, man, before we get out of here, are you ready for tonight's football? I'm ready to go.
I am absolutely ready. Yes.
I am ready to go. And let's see,
Yep.
our last comment of the night. Let's see. Speaking of the Batman himself, here it is. Ken Fry's predictions. I got the Eagles, Bucks, Cincy, Packers, Colts, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Lions, Niners, Giants, Broncos, Cowboys, and Dolphins. That's like a song if you think about it. I got the Eagles. I got the Bucks. No, I can't sing, so to hell with that. I think we took everything that he has, too. Don't you think? I think we do.
For the most part.
I think we do. Well, he's on your side with the Lions. I took Seahawks on that one.
I didn't take the Bucks. I took
But wait a minute. The one team I don't see on here is the Raiders. That's weird. Huh. Ken. What's going on, Ken? I don't get it. I don't get that. But Dan, you ready to get out of here, brother?
absolutely.
All All right, guys. Once again, right after the show here, you stay tuned for the NFC East War Room. That'll be on right after this one. This is on right after us. So, guys, we'll be out of here in about 1 minute here. Please watch our video and make sure you tune in next week. Let us know how we did. And you know what? Send your picks in to us. Let us know how you are. And hell, maybe if you beat one of us 1 week or beat both of us, you have to. We'll bring you live on a show. What the hell? And you can talk your shit. Okay? All right, guys. We are out of here. We will see you next Thursday night. Of course, at what time, Dan? 6 p.m.
Yep, 6 p.m. See everybody next week.
See you then.